The evolution of cats, from ancient predators to beloved companions. Across the long arc of Earth's history, few creatures have traveled a path as mysterious and captivating as the cat. Sleek, graceful, and endlessly enigmatic, they move through our homes with a quiet confidence that hints at a far older story, one written long before humans ever offered them a bowl of food or a warm place to sleep. In today's journey, we will explore that remarkable story, how a lineage of ancient predators gradually evolved into the affectionate companions curled peacefully by our side. And if you enjoy learning about the secrets of the natural world, do not forget to support the channel with a like and subscribe. It helps us bring even more fascinating stories straight to you. Our adventure begins over 30 million years ago in forests that no longer exist, where early feline ancestors prowled among towering trees. These early species were small, agile, and built for survival in a world filled with powerful competitors. The creature known as Proilurus, often recognized as the earliest true cat, moved silently through dense undergrowth, relying on keen senses that would eventually become hallmarks of the entire feline family. As millions of years passed, evolution refined these hunters into Pseudaiurus, a species that spread across continents and gave rise to nearly every cat species we know today. What makes the evolution of cats so extraordinary is not just their survival, but their incredible adaptability. Wildcats developed instincts sharp enough to detect the slightest rustle in the grass, muscles strong enough to leap many times their body length, and eyes capable of reading the world in near darkness. These traits allowed them to thrive in deserts, mountains, forests, and grasslands long before they ever set foot in human settlements. Then, around 10,000 years ago, something remarkable happened. As early farming communities stored grain, rodents gathered and wildcats followed. What began as a practical relationship gradually grew into a bond built on trust, mutual benefit, and silent companionship. Over centuries, cats became guardians of homes, symbols of protection, and beloved members of families. Ancient Egyptians took this admiration even further, honoring cats with a level of respect unmatched by any other ancient culture. From there, trade routes carried cats across continents. They traveled by ship, walked alongside caravans, and eventually reached nearly every corner of the world. In time, selective breeding created the diverse cat breeds we recognize today, from long-haired beauties to sleek, agile hunters. And yet, despite all the changes that came with living alongside humans, today's cats still carry the echo of their wild ancestors in every stretch, every leap, and every moment of focused silence. If you are ready to uncover more of this incredible journey, stay with us because the story of the cat is far from finished. The evolution of cats is a tale woven from shadows, instincts, and a quiet resilience that has allowed them to cross epochs untouched by chaos and untouched by time. To truly appreciate how they became the companions we know today, we must travel back to a world that predates humanity itself. A world where early feline ancestors were carving out their place in an environment both lush and unforgiving. The ancient forests were alive with movement, and among the many creatures that darted through the undergrowth was Proilurus, a small but skillful hunter whose agility allowed it to navigate the dense vegetation with precision. It was here that the building blocks of a predator were assembled: sharp senses, silent movement, and a gaze always fixed on opportunity. As the earth shifted, climates changed, and continents drifted, the descendants of this early feline adapted with remarkable flexibility. Pseudaiurus appeared, a species that acted as a bridge between ancient ancestors and the vast feline family that would emerge across the world. Their bones tell a story of a creature built for speed and stealth, one capable of thriving across multiple landscapes. Through them, the genetic branches that would later become lions, tigers, leopards, cheetahs, and eventually domestic cats began to take shape. Evolution worked slowly but deliberately, shaping bodies and instincts to match the environments they inhabited. What sets felines apart from many other mammals is the delicate balance between power and finesse. Their bones are light but strong, their muscles coiled like springs, and their senses, especially sight and hearing, are engineered for the art of hunting. These traits were essential for survival in ancient ecosystems where competition was fierce. Every leap, every calculated pause, every moment of stillness was part of an evolutionary dance that refined them into near-perfect predators. When humanity eventually entered the picture, the world had already given rise to wildcats scattered across Europe, Asia, and Africa. Each population evolved subtle differences. Some developed lighter coats for desert life, while others adapted to cooler climates. Yet the most transformative moment came not from nature, but from an unexpected partnership between humans and wildcats. As human settlements expanded and stored grain attracted rodents, wildcats approached these early villages with caution. They were not seeking companionship. They were following instincts honed over millennia. But as they solved a persistent problem for early farmers, humans began tolerating and eventually welcoming their presence. This subtle shift marked the first step toward domestication, a process that unfolded gradually and without force. Unlike many domesticated animals that were shaped through direct intervention, cats essentially chose to coexist with humans on their own terms. They maintained their independence, their hunting instincts, and their quiet pride. Humans admired their grace and reliability, and over generations, a mutual relationship took root, one built not on dominance, but on respect. In ancient societies, especially in Egypt, cats were elevated to a status few animals have ever experienced. They were symbols of grace, guardians of the home, and protectors of cherished resources. Their image adorned temples, sculptures, and paintings, ensuring that their legacy would echo through history long after the ancient world faded. Through trade routes and exploration, cats traveled with merchants and sailors, continuing their evolutionary journey across the globe. As centuries passed, their role evolved. Selective breeding introduced a dazzling variety of shapes, colors, and coat lengths. Breeds like the Persian, Siamese, Maine Coon, and Sphinx emerged, each with its own charm and characteristics. Yet despite the variety, a thread of wild heritage remained woven into every whisker, every twitch of the tail, and every moment when a house cat transforms into a focused hunter at the slightest rustle. Today's domestic cats may curl beside us on the couch or sleep peacefully on our beds, but their evolution is recorded in every part of their body. Their retractable claws whisper of ancient hunts, their ears shift with remarkable precision, and their eyes glow with the same nocturnal brilliance that guided their ancestors long before civilization existed. They embody a rare fusion, a creature that is both wild and tame, independent yet affectionate, shaped by nature but welcomed by humanity. And so, when we watch a cat leap effortlessly to a high shelf or trace patterns in the air with its tail, we are witnessing a story millions of years in the making, a story that continues every day in homes around the world. The story of feline evolution is not merely a scientific timeline but a reminder of how life on Earth weaves intricate connections across ages and species. As we reflect on the journey from ancient forests to modern living rooms, we begin to understand just how remarkable the cat truly is. They have survived shifting climates, adapted to new environments, and embraced a partnership with humanity while preserving the essence of their wild ancestry. Their resilience mirrors the perseverance of countless species, yet their quiet presence in our everyday lives makes their story uniquely intimate. The ending of this evolutionary journey is not really an ending at all. Cats continue to evolve through their interactions with us and the environments we share. As urban landscapes grow and natural habitats change, cats adapt with an impressive blend of curiosity and caution. They observe, learn, and respond, embodying an evolutionary spirit that refuses to be still. Each paw step is a reminder of how many worlds they have walked through, worlds filled with towering trees, ancient predators, early civilizations, and now, human companionship. What makes their evolutionary path so inspiring is not only their survival but their ability to maintain a sense of independence and mystery while living alongside humans. They have not lost their instincts, their elegance, or their unwavering awareness of the world around them. Instead, they have blended their ancient nature with a quiet willingness to share space with us, offering companionship without surrendering their identity. This balance is part of why cats continue to fascinate us. They feel familiar and wild at the same time, comforting yet enigmatic, affectionate yet solitary. As we close this chapter of their story, we are reminded that evolution is a journey, not a destination. The cats of today carry the spirit of countless generations before them, and the cats of tomorrow will continue writing new chapters, whether in forests, farmlands, cities, or homes. Their story stretches so far into the past that it has become inseparable from the story of life itself, touching on themes of survival, adaptation, instinct, and companionship. So as you watch your cat stretch lazily in a sunbeam or curl up at the foot of your bed, Remember that you are sharing your life with a creature shaped by millions of years of transformation. They are living links to ancient worlds, delicate reminders of nature's beauty, and companions whose quiet presence enriches our days in ways words often fail to capture. Thank you for joining this journey through time and evolution. If you enjoyed this story, your support through a like and subscription helps us continue exploring extraordinary topics like this one. And now, as the day winds down and the world softens into evening, I wish you a peaceful, restful night filled with quiet comfort and warm dreams. Good night.